Let's fucking go! On April 1st, 2021, I ditched a career I absolutely hated to better myself and do the things I've always wanted to do. And that included my growing love and obsession with Ireland. I want to learn everything. Culture, history, mythology, music, and the language. Which, if I'm being honest, looks really hard to learn, but I'm going to give it the old Smith try. Then, of course, there is my love of pubs and the role that they've played throughout history, and no better example of that than on that beautiful, beleaguered island in the North Atlantic, Ireland. April 1st, 2026, I depart for the Emerald Isle, and for 1 year, I'll hike town by town and conduct interviews with pub owners, pub regulars, historians, town know-it-alls, musicians, and basically anybody that wants to talk to me. If you'd like to support the project and the journey, basic Patreon support is only $3 a month, but just liking a video or subscribing to the channel and following the journey is just as helpful. I'm always looking for volunteers to work as liaisons for the project too, so if you live in Ireland and know people, feel free to hit me up. This is a huge goal and I need all the help I can get. The Smitty Learns Irish podcast begins April 26th and will be my life's work. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 1.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I'm not in Cadillac anymore. I gotta fix this fucking intro.
Is that when you said blowjob on the radio?
like 10 times. I'll tell you the story. I bought 3 microphones, but I didn't pay attention to what I was buying. It's a 3-pack. Oh, I have 9 microphones. What the hell am I going to do? Interview a baseball team? I'm tired of your fucking bullshit, you know what I mean? I'm tired of all of this nonsense that I just want no part of anymore. I'm going to do my own fucking thing. Fuck all of that.
2, 1, action.
What the hell, everything?
It is a wonderful day in the Smith hole. The Smith hole, is it 2.5? It's not the actual end goal or the end studio. It is not Smith hole the third. It is Smith hole 2.5. We'll call it that for right now. Happy fucking what the hell everything day. Tuesday, May 30th. Are there 30 or 31 fucking days in May? I feel like there's 30. And that's just one of those months I'm like, I'm never quite sure. I think it's 31, because June is 30. May is 31. Glad we got that fucking settled. It is going to be a 100% rambly fucking what the hell everything podcast today. I swear the only fucking prep I have for this podcast, when I say prep, just things to talk about. Good buddy Mick Tang, great friend, one of my best fucking friends, former co-host on the radio, and this is the only prep I have is Mick Tang. I call him Mick Tang. We call him Mick Tang. When I say we, the continuous thread. McTang poop song reaction request. So that's there. So that'll probably happen at some point in the podcast, probably at some point when I get tired of rambling, man. The What the Hell Everything podcast, if you are watching on YouTube, I fucking appreciate you. If you're checking it out on Spotify, maybe you're downloading it for a nice commute listen, a ridiculous commute listen. It's a good way to follow the journey, though, you know? Download that podcast on your favorite preferred podcast platform. As always, this is going to be, again, a rambly fucking podcast. And I'm going to peruse news sites and just talk shit and have fucking fun. And as always, the word of the day kicks off the What the Hell Everything podcast. That's basically, that's a good way to start it. This word from the dictionary app or dictionary.com. Gazetteer, like I'm looking at it, it's spelled like gazette. Okay, so we'll take a little guesstimate. That's actually the way it's pronounced. I think. Gazetteer? I think I fucked it up already.
Gazetteer.
I was fucking right. Meanings and examples. I'll take a fucking guess. I think gazette is the... Is root word the correct term? I don't know if that's the correct term, but I think that's the origin word for gazetteer, perhaps meaning a newspaper reporter or something along those lines? Let's take a look. A geographical dictionary. Well, that was fucking wrong. A geographical dictionary. It is a noun, ladies and gentlemen. What is the origin of gazetteer? I gotta put on my fucking glasses to look at this. Gazetteer is ultimately based on gazzetta, the Venetian word for newspaper. That's fucking right. In this Romance language spoken in Venice, gazzetta originally referred to a coin used to purchase a newspaper and may come from Venetian gazza or magpie after the bird markings on the coins. No fucking shit. Gazetteer was first recorded in English at the turn of the 17th century. The tourists relied on a detailed gazetteer as they traveled around the highlands and lowlands of Scotland. I'm fucking confused. Is that also? It's a Venetian word, but they used Scotland in that example. A geographical dictionary. How is geographical dictionary? What does that have to do with like a newspaper? You know, relied on a detailed gazetteer as they traveled around the highlands. Oh, a geographical, let people know where is what. Okay, I fucking understand. Where is what? I know where is what. Shut the fuck up, Smith. Anyway, I wonder if I can work in gazetteer into the podcast. Some kind of productive form, and I'm sure that is never gonna fucking happen. So let's just peruse. You won't be able to see me peruse, but I'm gonna be perusing. Got YouTube up. Take a look at some fucking news stories and see. It's so weird. The only news that my parents watch CNN all the time. And it's not that I don't think it's fake news. I just don't like the way it's fucking presented as like breaking news all the time. And there's quite a bit of opinion that I don't like to see from my news organizations. But that's really where I'm getting my parents have fucking CNN on, and I'm staying there right now and slowly working my way out of that gigantic hole I put myself in. But fucking CNN's on all the time. So I kind of know what's going on. And you fucking knew they were going to put everybody into this, like, frenzied state of worry over this debt crisis thing. Is this going to go through? My parents were worried about Social Security. My dad was, talked about it last podcast. He calls his fucking representative on the phone. All the time. All the time. Jack Bergman calls him up. He's never around, but whoever the fuck he's talking to in the office gets an earful from my father all the time. But like fucking clockwork, you know they're just going to work everybody into this fucking frenzy. Oh my God, are they going to get it done? Are they going to get it done? And last minute, like fucking always, they just play on fucking people's, got seniors worrying about their Social Security not coming through, just working everybody into a fucking frenzy, and then like clockwork, what do we want to look at? What do we want to fucking look at, Smith? Let's go to Reddit and just peruse that, because there's always some fun shit. When I say fun, let's go to some fucking world news and see what is happening. I laugh because it's never good. It's always fucking brinking towards catastrophe. Brinking towards catastrophe is probably not the right phrase. On the brink of catastrophe. It always seems like that when you read fucking news stories, man. Let's see. Drone attack. 25 to 32 drones attack Moscow. This part of the podcast is reflective of the fucking Sunday morning talk practice that I was doing, and I will do some more once we go live with the podcast and such. It doesn't really allow itself schedule wise, but this kind of takes the form, the What the Hell Everything podcast of the Sunday morning talk practice, where I could find myself sometimes with some awkward silences as I forget I'm supposed to be fucking talking. Oh boy. It's wasn't there some kind of fucking peace talks or something? Was there going to be some sort of peace talks with, I don't even know if I want to ask this question on this podcast. Even really. It's not that I don't want to talk about the Russian-Ukrainian war. I'm very uneducated. I mean, I'm following it a little bit. Again, CNN at a glance sometimes. And then I pay attention to fucking news stories on my phone. So I know basically what's going on. As somebody who lives in the United States and is doing a million fucking things like a lot of other people, you're just like, I don't really want to fucking pay attention to this. I want to distance myself from it. I hope it's not, because I try to stay up to date on what the fuck's going on. Anyway, that's a good, that right there is a good clue that just don't fucking talk about Russia, Ukraine. If you don't know what you're fucking talking about, why did I click the Northern Michigan thread? A place for fellow Yoopers. First of all, why is in this Reddit Northern Michigan thread, sorry if you're unaware or of the geography of Northern Michigan, but it says a place for fellow Yoopers. If Yoopers are people that live in the Upper Peninsula, UP, they call themselves Yoopers. I don't know if they call themselves Yoopers or people down under the bridge, or trolls, as the Yoopers like to call us that live south of the Mackinac Bridge in the Lower Peninsula. I don't know who started that term. Anyway, the point of the fucking story is it says Northern Michigan, a place for fellow Yoopers. Fucking Yoopers are in the UP. Northern Michigan is not full of Yoopers, all right? Northern Lower Peninsula. If it's fucking... I had this argument with a friend of mine. We were talking about what constitutes Northern Michigan. Where does it start? Starts around Cadillac. Usually US 10, I want to say. And fucking... anything north of that is Northern Michigan. Once you're in the UP, it's the fucking UP. It's not Northern Michigan anymore. I know, it's fucking nitpicky. And uninteresting for people that are not from this fucking area. But you might be fucking interested in it. You might like it. Everybody likes Northern Michigan, and that's why there's a million motherfuckers coming here and moving here, because they're like, oh my god, this is so nice up here, this is beautiful, I've never heard of this area before, and I fucking fell in love with it as soon as I fucking got here, and I just decided to buy a place, and everybody and their fucking grandfather is doing that now. And living now and work, in Traverse, the studios in Traverse City, and I moved out of here fucking just over a year ago. But being back now, you immediately, when you're getting into town, into Traverse City, where it is, they call it Traffic City, The fucking infrastructure is in this town is not set up for the influx of people that are fucking coming in here right now. The way the roads are set up, there's lakes that you got to go around. There's no good way to get to fucking anywhere. And there's... what is the fucking population of Traverse City? I want to say off-season, it used to be close to 30,000. Very small. It's the next census has to have this fucking city growing by at least 10%, I would say. Just by observation's fucking sake alone. But in the summer, like, just hit Memorial Day, and that's the fucking gauge for when summer starts, at least around here. I think it goes up to 500,000, 400,000 to 500,000. I think is what I accurately remember. And it's just like this fucking... So many hotels have gone up. So many fucking Airbnbs. I think most of the places, a lot of the real estate deals that have forced people out of Traverse City are fucking Airbnbs now. I've heard that the place that I lived before, that the lease disappeared, the whole fucking Dude Where's My Lease saga, I heard that's an Airbnb now, which... I try not to let it bother me. But it's just like, you motherfuckers. You fucking cutbags, as I spit out. That's what happens when you get so fucking mad. Fuck this Northern Michigan thread anyway. Let's go to fucking Not the Onion. Oh my God, Secret Skinwalker Ranch is on tonight, you guys. We're going to get some cloaking devices again. So I'm not going to click on that. I think let's click the Not the Onion thread, because that's usually full of some fun dumbass shit. Dumbass shit. Woman wins UK cheese rolling race despite being knocked unconscious. Why the fuck not? Please tell me there's video. Because how do you not have video of something like that? How the fuck do you not film a UK cheese rolling race? I always see people. Is that the one where they fucking the cheese rolls down that big ass hill? I think it might be. Please tell me there's video. There's some great. Oh, there is fucking video. Let's get this thing ready to roll. Let's check out. Warning contains graphic images, allegedly. But let's peruse that fucking thing. Actually, fuck this. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way, Smith. I think I say, let's do it like this. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Ah, my God. What the fuck is happening? Yeah, that is the one. Oh, bam! I thought she actually got hit by cheese. What a fucking, that's such false advertising right there. You just fell and knocked yourself out. I thought you got hit by cheese. I mean, it was still, that is not the most stable of hills to be racing cheese. I'm surprised there's not fucking way more broken ankles, and there very well could be. Maybe that could be a bucket list event. Not to actually run from the cheese. It's some fucked up version of like what do you call that? Bull run in like Madrid. The running of the bulls. That's running of the cheese. Should be in fucking Wisconsin. They should do that goddamn thing in Wisconsin. Bunch of fucking cheeseheads over there. I actually saw this story earlier on my. Got notified of this story actually from Reddit. Suspect spends 6 hours floating down river to evade police in Colorado. That just seems smart. Probably didn't get away with it, though. Fuck this story. Google removes slavery simulator game amid outrage in Brazil. You don't fucking say. I don't even want to fucking click on that for fear like that game will show up in my algorithm or something and put me on a fucking list. London named UK's loneliest place to live with worse social life than Nigeria. Any friends checking this podcast out in Great Britain, by all means, please let me know if the UK, if London is UK's loneliest place to live. That just seems weird. What constitutes loneliest? Loneliest. Really fucking, what is that word I was looking for? What is that word I was looking for? Sometimes the coherent thoughts just go away. Do we want to really take a look? When I say we, me, I'm the only one doing this fucking podcast. Do I really want to take a look and a listen at the McTang poop song request? I mean, he did ask for it. He is a loyal follower and podcast, as well as a great friend, and I'm not above a fucking poop joke every now and then. The poop song. Why? I don't know. Why the fuck not?
Oh, poop. Poop, 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 poop.
Like if the word poop didn't actually mean poop, if it meant hearts. If the word poop was a reference to hearts, I think this would be really nice.
Poop, poop,
Who's that fucking guy that does all of those Disney? Randy Newman. It sounds like a Randy Newman song.
Poop, 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 poop,
From the toilet bowl cleaners, I might add. That is the... What the fuck else is on these people's... Oh man, we have a song called Butt Cheeks, Butt Cheeks, Butt Cheeks, Poop in My Fingernails, Poop, Poop, Poop song, and the Pee song. And this might actually require extended listening. I don't need to listen to the whole song. I mean, I got it. My friend sends me the stupidest fucking shit. Anyway, I feel like I need to listen to Butt Cheeks, Butt Cheeks, Butt Cheeks, just for the fuck of it.
Everybody's got butt cheeks. Everybody's got big old butt cheeks. Every time you sit down, you're sitting on your butt cheeks.
Is this fucking copyrighted?
Your butt cheeks apart. You have room for your poop to come out of your butt. Yes, you do.
I mean, I'm not opposed to poop jokes. I watch fucking Jackass and everything. This is funny to a certain extent, but I'm not going to give it any more extended listening than that. Got the fucking idea. But what about the Pee song? I don't want to hear a song about poop in my fingernails. That's fucking a fear of mine. Ew, poopy. Ew.
What is this sea flowing out of me? It's pee.
It sounds like the Beatles doing it.
Fatter all around my bladder. You gotta pee. Why is this urinal all full? It's full of pee.
All right, I've had enough. Fantastic poop song, McTighe. Fan-fucking-tastic. Let's just continue. Let's just fucking continue scrolling on through, man. I gotta tell you, as I watch... Oh, man, is there a new fucking Foo Fighters song out? When does that goddamn album drop? I am infatuated with all the new Foo Fighters stuff that I've seen, man, and heard. Including, I mentioned that seeing them live with the live stream they did with the new drummer, Josh Freese, I think is his name. And just how monstrous that band sounds. They just take on this totally different identity with this new drummer, and it's so much more punk rock, and he's doing all these like double bass fucking shit and all these crazy fills and everything, and it's so fucking insanely good. And they just dropped a new song that I'm not going to check out right now. I'm not going to do a reaction to it. I mean, I guess I could. I do plan on doing some recording some reaction videos when I'm done with this podcast, but this is a 10-minute fucking jam from the Foo Fighters called The Teacher. The point of the story is when that fucking album out? June what? June what, Smith? Let's find out. Foo Fighters. Because I can't wait to listen to that fucking album. I read a review, and I usually don't give a shit about reviews, but I think it was a Kerrang review of this album. And it's saying it's kind of masterpiecey, you know? Songs that I've heard are just so good and so blatantly honest about Taylor Hawkins. What the fuck is this? Coming out. But here we are. That's the name of that album. June 2nd. Just a few days away, man. Yeah, this is a 10-minute jam I just saw. They just released a video for The Teacher that I'm not going to listen to. Man, I fucking started checking out this YouTube channel. And I'm just trying to figure out the best way to describe it. I watch YouTube all the time. And I'm like, well, why don't you check out, you know, you're really starting to immerse yourself in Irish culture and Irish history. Start checking out some Irish podcasts, man, and funny videos. Or not necessarily funny videos, but just start checking out, like, YouTube programming and shit like that from Ireland. Just check that out. And I fucking stumbled across this fan-fucking-tastic YouTube channel. It's called The Try Channel. And fucking it does a lot of things that a lot of fucking internet shows do. Reaction videos, but more or less, they're not necessarily reaction videos. They're, Irish people trying this, Irish people trying different whiskeys, getting hammered and talking shit. And it is this cast of characters that are like, I would say, there has to be at least a dozen of them. And I don't know if they're all comedians or they're all in some shape, way, or form like TV presenters or something like that. I started to follow a couple of them on Twitter because I absolutely fucking fell in love with this shit. But it is immediately when I started watching it, I'm like, this is one of my favorite fucking things I've seen in a long time. Because they do that sort of format. Like I said, we're trying these whiskeys and doing this and that, but they really edit it well together with like 6 people. But they're all, but each clip is 2 of them sitting together. So they pair people off and they just put different clips or edit it together in such a way that is really fucking great. First of all, from an editing standpoint, it's great. All of these fucking people. I watch this channel and I'm like, well, not all Irish people can be this cool and funny. But I don't know if that's true. I love the amount of Irish people that don't give a fuck about saying fuck. That talk good shit. That seem to have this good bullshitty humor. And this fucking channel, that if you've never checked it out, please do. It is one of my favorite things I've watched in fucking forever, man. Just this, again, cast of characters who are all fucking funny, who are all like, I don't really know. There is such, maybe it's the Irish thing. I don't know if anybody else other than me, I'm sure it seems like there's a lot of fucking people that watch this shit. It seems to be fairly famous. 1.5 million subscribers, I think, on this channel. So it's not just me. But I don't know if you have to be predisposed to like Irish things to enjoy it. I don't think so, man. It is one of the... I don't know why I haven't seen more YouTube channels of people doing shit like this. It's... It is the ultimate fucking YouTube model for shit I'd like to do. My vision, I know it's mostly been myself doing this shit, but if I ever fucking grow it to where I would like to, I would love to have like this cast of characters, man. And I've had lots of people come in with other podcasts. What is the one podcast I did where I had a panel, the Six Packs on Mars podcast, a rotating panel, have the Rock and Roll Roundtable. So I have like a panel of people that I have already started and would love to get back on board once we're in the new studio, the Smitty the Turd. And just finding new things on the internet is fucking inspiring for me. You're like, oh, why wasn't I doing things like this all along? Or... not that I want to change the way I'm doing things, but just to add to the amount of things that I do, to get more people involved and to have more people like the fucking programming, you know what I mean? That's the main goal, is just to improve it and to bring more people in. And then fucking, if ever I get to the point where I can hire more people just to do shit like that, do fun shit. Have fun with it. This whole fucking thing is supposed to be fun, and I really liken it to like being in the radio. When I first started, and I don't mean it to sound like back in my fucking day, but there was really an outlet for creativity, especially if you were doing a show, like I was doing a show with buddies, or just anybody that I was doing a show with. You're collaborating and you're coming up with fucking ideas, you know what I mean? And especially if you're, molding a station with different people and you're trying to get all sorts of different ideas and points of view across and trying to be creative as possible. And that fucking industry does not lend itself to that anymore, really. There's all sorts of other people that they hire to do the creative things, and you just talk and say the fucking words. And it's not... That is... When I fucking see YouTube channels doing shit right, that are, to me, programming that's fun, uncensored, and really just thrive on just people talking shit, that gives me hope for me doing the things that I'm doing. You know what I mean? Because I know that there's people that gravitate towards those things, and I love finding things that inspire me and being like, oh yeah, why didn't you think of this before? Or something along those lines, you know what I mean? But that, I could watch that fucking YouTube channel all goddamn day. The Try channel, look that shit up, man. Like, I'm looking at what Irish people try crazy cocktails, and I feel weird about, like, well, why the fuck can't I just pull up some of this shit right now? Is there some, would I get copyrighted if I pulled up another YouTube channels? Fuck it. Let's give it a look-see. Irish people try crazy cocktails. Let's fucking pull that up, shall we? Why not? There we go. Unmute it.
Don't worry, I know. It's trash, and y'all saw it coming. I know.
You know those little bags of sweets? They're like tiny. I think they're like popped rice, and they're all multicolored.
That's what I was
That's
thinking.
what this is.
Yes.
That's what this is. You're
That's
so
exactly
right.
what I was thinking.
You're so right.
It's what the Real Housewives kids would drink.
Oh my gosh, that little Portia. I've been expecting you, Mr. Bond.
I'm like, these are my people. It really just reinforces, like, my fucking, like, man.
We got a woman to drink nothing
everybody
but
over there, when I
tequila
said
and
that
rum
before.
chata and strawberry milk, and you can have it right from the bosom.
Up there with the nicest
All right,
thing I've
I'm not
tried
gonna
on
fucking
it.
Honest to God, this might be my favorite thing that I've had on the channel ever.
Do you really want to be drinking milk on a night out? Like, really?
Yeah, like
The fucking,
just drink a bottle of Baileys
the
and done
fucking,
with it.
short answer is yes, I would totally drink milk on a night out. Yeah, I'm one of those weirdos that drinks fucking milk. My friends make fun of me for that shit all the time. But man, again, not all Irish people, I'm sure, are that cool, you know? But in my head, they all are now. Check that channel out. I was like, should I keep this clip going? Do people really care that much to watch it? I don't know. Let's see. As we peruse down the fucking Not the Onion thread. Man, I really am... I'm almost 100% convinced that Donald Trump is going to be fucking president again. And I feel like that's a good time to go to Ireland for this whole project when we're about 2 years into the second Donald Trump reign. It's going to feel like a reign, you know, rather than a presidency, probably this time around. Almost 100% convinced. But that's my fucking apathy kicking in. Anything on fucking sports? What's going on? I mean, I'm watching the Tigers a little bit more now because my dad has them on all the time, and they're doing all right. That's fun to watch. Baseball is one of those things that's my sport, pretty much. You know, growing up, I played baseball, and I loved baseball, and I modeled my fucking heroes after baseball players and things like that. And I'm an amateur baseball historian, watched Ken Burns' baseball documentary a bunch of fucking times, and but really, it is ultimate. Part of it is the fact that the Tigers have sucked, I'm sure. But, I mean, ultimately, I haven't really paid attention to so many sports. Baseball's a really hard one to pay attention to because it's on every fucking day. And my schedule now is not conducive to, like, following games and actively watching games. But I'd, like, pay attention to things. You know, I follow all the sports shit on my phone, and, you know, my routine, typically, it hasn't been like this for the last few weeks. Probably it's not going to be like this for the summer, is I'll have SportsCenter on as just background while I'm drinking my coffee. So I follow the things, But it's nice to be able to watch some Tigers baseball, and having them winning is, obviously is easier to pay attention to. What else? Anything else in fucking sports? Thankfully, as fuck, LeBron and the Lakers got swept. That just did my heart good. That was complete with like the classic LeBron missing a dunk that was fucking fantastic. And then this flop that landed him in the crowd. I mean, it was like the perfect series to just watch. It does not even... I don't hate LeBron James. I love him as a player. He's a fucking top 10 NBA player. But there's just always been this thing, not always, but kind of realizing once his MO was, we're just going to go to this team here and get a coach fired until I can get some, get a coach that I can work with, that kind of shit. Just blowing up teams so you can get a fucking NBA title and then leave and go to someplace else. And now that fucking team sucks again. I'm a big fan of which is not like it is anymore. I know this. I realize this. I want to see my fucking teams grow and build and, have hard times before you win a fucking title. Kind of get your lumps in, That's why it's going to be so much fucking sweeter when the Lions win. Because they built the shit after how many years of mediocrity. And I'm already, in my head, I'm already crowning the Lions, even though my Lions fan fucking brain knows better. But there's never, even when they had Barry Sanders, I don't think there's been as much optimism as there is right now with the Detroit Lions, with the thing they're building, So when I fucking talk shit about LeBron, how did I make that bridge between LeBron and the Lions? Because that's what I do, I have a fucking real feeling that the Detroit Lions, if they can gain some level of fucking success and notoriety, the way that they're doing it by really emulating the vibe of Detroit, with the word grit gets thrown around, maybe too much, but I don't think so. I have a feeling if that fucking team can win with that vibe, that the whole city will take that vibe and run with it and try to build their teams the same way. Similar in a way, but not the same vibe, but similar in a way. I think that like Boston teams, fucking for 20 goddamn years, the Patriots are winning everything. Then the Bruins are doing well, and then the Red Sox are winning fucking World Series, and you're like, oh my God, it is possible, Now there's been a lot of winning teams in Detroit sports. Red Wings, Pistons have a history. Tigers have a fairly decent history. I was alive when they won a World Series, man, and got to see them go to 2 World Series. So there has been a level of success, but the overall Detroit teams, they're never good at the same time. But the Red Wings are looking pretty good. Kind of. They didn't make the playoffs, but they're looking better. On the way up. Tigers are on the way up. Fucking Pistons, they're not necessarily on their way up, but they could be good. They're getting a lot of talent. They kind of got fucked out of that draft. And if the Lions can fucking kill it, man, and really just promote building the team around that vibe, I think it can do it. I think they can do it. That is going to be it for the podcast. Again, it was just rambling. It was just a little bit of fun. I wanted to get in and record and then get some other stuff knocked out. So I want to thank you. Spotify, YouTube, all the things, likes and subscribes. It all helps. And that does it for me. Peace out. I'm out.
So long, sucker. Good night, everybody.
I'm so sorry for everything that has happened.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, all right. I'll see you guys there. By the bar and get your face, huh? Get me paid, bitch.
Sit, boo-boo, sit. Good dog.
I love y'all very much. Peace out. Good night, ladies.
What the hell, everything?